It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, Angela.
JasmineBrand.com, where we get a lot of these stories from.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Benny the Butcher, he was on Joe Budden's Amazon Amp show, Conversation Lovers Only. And imagine you have a song with one of the biggest artists, by the way, the #1 Spotify streaming artist.
Okay, so Drake.
And you can't even put that collab out. Here's what he had to say about that record never coming out, Buffalo Freestyle.
I was pissed, man. It's a Drake record. It's for surely was my biggest record.
And you went off.
Real and it's a record just sitting in my pocket, but I understand the mechanics of the business. I can't speak for bro and his team. You know how I got schedules. I might do a feature for somebody like, yo, Benny, we ready to drop this Tuesday. We're like, you ain't dropping that Tuesday because we holding off. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the biggest artist in the world, so I understand his release schedule. You know what I'm saying? Might be hectic, or I understand, you know, he might have people who are like, you know, we can't drop that right now because we doing this. So I understand that.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh.
The name of the song sounded kind of hot too.
Buffalo Freestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's from Buffalo. Listen. And I mean, listen, he had been teasing it. It leaked online, so you can still get it.
Okay, I can hear it then.
Prematurely.
Online. All right.
Yes. And so, like you said, he doesn't think that it's Drake's fault, so there's no hard feelings.
Okay.
And you also got to do that because you want to make sure just in case
Yes.
this can happen. All right? Give it some validity. Now, Benny the Butcher also said in this conversation that he was this close to having a Jay-Z collaboration. Imagine that.
They hit me. It was like, yo, Hov got an idea of a song that he wanted to do with you. And I went out there and I stayed for 3 days. Right. I went out there and I stayed for 3 days waiting on a phone call. And then the day that I linked up with him, I'm just kicking it with him. We having drinks and he didn't mention the song. So I brought it up. I'm like, yo, you said you had an idea of it. He was like, oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you. And as soon as he said that, somebody was like, yo, we need you. And they called him over here and he left and we never got brought up again. It's like 2-3 years ago. You know?
Man, I'd be tight.
Bad luck. He got bad luck right now.
Yo, remember this song?
I'd have brought it up
we
again.
were supposed to do. This is bringing it up again, though.
Oh, you're right.
You
Yeah,
know what
you're
I'm
right.
saying?
You're right.
Somebody
you're right.
from that team is probably like, oh, you know, Benny the Butcher was just talking about you and he's still waiting. Okay.
Yeah,
it
you're
can
right.
happen. All right, Chris Rock had called the cops. A man tried to film him, he said, from his fire escape. There was a peeping Tom with the camera right outside his window. That's what he told the cops. He was reporting that it was outside his New York City home in Soho in Manhattan. I actually saw Chris Rock one day in Soho walking down the block randomly.
Really?
I was at the store Alice and Olivia. He called 911 on Sunday night. NYPD raced over, but they said when they got there, the suspect was nowhere to be found. They said he fled after Chris Rock spotted him, and he hopped into a white Mercedes and got away. So don't know what was going on. Imagine that.
That's a violation, yo.
Now, Chris Rock reported the man appeared to have a camera and that they seemed to be attempting to either film or snap pictures of him.
Oh, my gosh. That's such a
In
violation.
Manhattan, it's really hard to get away with stuff like that, too. Because there's too many people that see you.
Yeah.
That are doing things. But the other, I guess, flip side of it is that there's so much going on, nothing looks weird.
Now, there is a lot going on
There's
here.
so much going on. You could be walking out somebody's house with a TV.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
all their
okay.
belongings, that nobody's going to think anything.
People going to mind their business.
Yes, we're going to mind our business. All right, now this is a really sad story. NLE Choppa, he actually donated a brand new basketball court in Raleigh, and apparently that court was destroyed by fire less than 2 weeks after it opened. So he tried to do this amazing, great deed. They did say the cause of the fire was determined to be a pile of fireworks that had been ignited in the center of the court. So Nick Walker, who is the Memphis Parks director, said the court was a total loss. He said it's very sad that this random action destroyed a new and valued community asset. Memphis Parks really appreciates the partnership and sponsorship that led to the creation of the Dream Court, and we really look forward to finding a way to get an asset of similar quality back into the Raleigh community. We've been in touch with the Lieberman Charities and NLE Choppa to express appreciation and support for the community.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, they're doing 120 Dream Courts around the country. So the Dream Court logo is the centerpiece. And you know, NLE Choppa is always trying to do things to help out, the community.
He seems like he gives back a lot.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines, but you know, they're just as important, and we want to make sure that you are aware. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.